guys, I have been pretty critical of Georgia Republicans. The Georgia Republicans have, up to this point, really have done nothing about Fani Willis. This whole case against Trump stink to high heavens. This woman is clearly corrupt, and we have seen that in her disqualification hearings. She paid Nathan Wade almost $700,000 to go after Trump, while in the meantime, she's getting kickbacks because that was her lover. They also met with the Biden administration in Washington, D.C. before bringing up these RICO cases. Joe Biden has his hands all over this. But Fani Willis is clearly corrupt. Now, Brian Kemp, when these RICO charges actually came down, he stepped back and he did nothing. The Georgia Republicans did nothing. It got to a point, guys, to where we actually got the real information now about Fani Willis, and this was all political. But apparently, Brian Kemp said, hey, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. We know that he is a never Trump Republican. We know that. And Georgia is in a state that is in, how in the world does Georgia actually have 2 Democrat senators when the whole state is red? How does that even happen? It happens when you have weak Republicans. But guys, I must say, it seems like the Georgia Republicans now are actually growing some balls, because we got some news here, man, that this could be very, very bad news for Fani Willis. Forget about what's going on with her disqualification hearing. Her career is probably on the line now at this point, because Republicans have grown some balls in the state of Georgia. You guys are not going to believe this, man. I was actually pretty shocked. And this also has the support of Brian Kemp, who I've been very, very critical of. So let's talk about it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Remember, live stream every single Friday. Just starts at $5 per month. If you watch on Rumble, click the join button, get access to the same thing. So here we go, guys. Look at this. This is on the AP. Georgia pushes group to sanction prosecutors as Fani Willis faces removal from Trump case. In other words, guys, if you are a corrupt DA that goes rogue, they're coming for you. They're going to remove you from office, and it could be a whole bunch of trouble for one Fani Willis. It says here, a Georgia commission with powers to discipline and remove prosecutors needs only Governor Brian Kemp's approval before it can begin operations, possibly disrupting Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis's prosecution of former President Donald Trump. The State House voted 97-73 on Tuesday for Senate Bill 332, sending it to Kemp. The Republican governor has said he will sign the measure. Oh, this is bad news, Fani Willis, man. This is bad news. Though Kemp signed legislation last year creating the Prosecuting Attorneys Qualifications Commission, it was unable to begin operating after the state Supreme Court in November refused to approve rules governing its conduct. Justices said they have grave doubts about their ability to regulate the duties of DAs beyond the practice of law. Tuesday's measure removes the requirement for Supreme Court approval. Yeah. So this is looking pretty good, man, and not so good for Fani Willis. Quote, once this bill's passed, the commission will be able to begin its real work, which is bringing accountability to those rogue prosecuting attorneys who abuse their office, sexually harass their employees, and do not show up for work. Representative Joseph Goulet, a Dallas Republican, told House members Tuesday. The measure is likely to face renewed legal challenges. 4 DAs dropped their previous lawsuit challenging the commission after the Supreme Court set it aside. The law will require DAs and Solicitor General who prosecute lower level cases in some counties to evaluate each case on its own instead of declining to prosecute classes of offenses. Opponents say that would mean prosecutors couldn't use their discretion. House Democratic Whip Sam Park of Lawrenceville decreed the measure as a partisan attempt to control and discipline prosecutors who hand down decisions that Republican politicians do not like. Quote, it would be used to undermine the ongoing criminal prosecution of twice impeached President Donald Trump, Park said. Well, the whole thing with Fani Willis is she's going after Trump simply because he challenged an election. Nothing more. And guess what? Under the Constitution, a president or anybody has the legal right to actually challenge an election. And they're going after Trump simply for that. Fani Willis went rogue, and she needs to be held accountable. For one thing, she used a whole bunch of taxpayer money, gave it to a lover, got kickbacks on it. Yeah, she is corrupt, and she needs to be held accountable. Republicans denied that the measure is directly aimed at Willis, citing instances of prosecutor misconduct, including occasions in the past when Democrats supported the idea of a prosecutor oversight panel after the killing of Ahmaud Arbery near Brunswick. And Democrats, man, they're definitely going to be panicking on this, because there's no doubt about it. Once Brian Kemp actually signs this, oh boy, there needs to be an investigation of Fani Willis. Absolutely. Fani Willis needs to be investigated and held accountable. Because quite simply, man, she went rogue and we all knew it. But for some reason, man, Brian Kemp said nothing to see here first. Now all of a sudden now, he's going to sign this and it's going to be a done deal. Fani Willis will be investigated. This is a bad sign for her, man. I mean, not only do I believe that she is actually going to be removed from the Trump case, it's looking like it's going to happen. She lied on the stand. She may actually be facing perjury charges, and now she may lose her position as Fulton County DA. Once they investigate, look at all this corruption, man, because I believe that office is completely corrupt based on everything we've actually heard about it, and people saying that they were misusing funds like years ago too as well. When Fani Willis was in charge, a woman actually got fired. Fani Willis let her go. Yeah, this is bad, man. Her days are probably going to be numbered. Can't believe it, man. Looks like Republicans have grown a pair in Georgia. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.